Hi guys. Wow, seems like we haven't seen in a long time, right? So glad to see you again.
Yeah, we haven't met like this in quite a while.
Yeah, we haven't met like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, the last few days we are indeed taking a break from our busy lives. So how's it going? Everything goes well?
So if you ask me, I've been doing well, but I've been quite busy. That's all. How about you, Chelsea?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, everything is not going well. But hey, what's important is that I'm getting by.
And with Chacha and Charles, I've been better and still doing a couple things in these few days.
So what should we do? I feel like we should talk about something more lighthearted, since we haven't seen each other in such a long time.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about something like a dream city. You know, like what city do we want to visit or places we want to go after pandemic?
Oh God, I really miss my trip, adventure, and holiday for the past 2 years. Let's talk about this. But actually, guys, I also had time to think about my dream country to live in and work in, not only for holidays. So I've been thinking where to live and work in abroad, not in Indonesia, like that. How about you guys?
Mm-hmm. True. A city where we can learn many things, learn new cultures, have many new friends. That really sounds amazing. So, do you guys have a dream country to live or work in? I think I thought about this a long time ago, and I think I found my best one. So, how about you?
Well, I have a country that I hope for, and that is it. British.
Ooh.
A good country. Well, then, if you guys are showing the filter, you can see I have Canada.
Yeah, I see that enormous flag in your background, and to that, I just want to say, hey, bestie.
Wow,
Definitely.
wow, you two seem like a match. That's cool. Well, I will show mine. Okay, so tell me, Chacha and Chelsea, why both of you choose Canada? Are there something special with that?
I mean, for me, of all the English speaking countries, Canada is the best option for me because of its, tolerance towards immigrants. It has various immigration programs and permits with a strong system, not to mention it snows there. Honestly, that's the sole reason I want to go there. Of course, Canada is not without fault, but I've heard mostly good things about that country. Overall, sounds like a fun country to live in.
Well, for me, it's almost like the same reason I have with Charles. First of all, it looks like a fun country to live in, and as far as I've known, the medical expenses in Canada is not as expensive in other uh, like foreign countries. So that's all. And this diversity in Canada and the way that they accept immigrants like that.
I see. But do you guys already know about living in there? I mean, how about the working culture? Because seems quite different from Indonesia, right?
So from several sources that I've been reading, there are indeed a few differences between the working culture in Indonesia and in Canada. First of all, they have egalitarian culture, which Indonesia does not have. And then second of all, we use mostly honorifics to our superiors, to uh, our seniors or colleagues and stuff. But in Canada, we mostly use first names and calling them by nicknames or something. And third of all, I think we mostly use private transportation more than public transportation, as for Canada, it's the other way around. And then mm, there's a thing called snow day in Canada, where you got a day off when the weather is not that good. When in Indonesia, you have like holidays for like certain traditions. So like you get a lot of holidays like that.
It sounds completely different and quite surprising if you don't find out. What about Chelsea? Did you also find the same information as Chacha? This will be very informative for me and Diva too, actually.
Well. According to the intel I have on Canadian working culture, it said that employees are expected. No, actually, they're encouraged to give suggestions on ways to improve their work and or working place as part of their egalitarian culture. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, proposing too many ideas, especially about working ethics, to the higher ups may be seen as disrespectful and ungrateful. I've also read somewhere that while being a workaholic makes you an asset to Indonesian companies, it harms your reputation in Canadian companies who will see you as someone who is unable to differentiate work from leisure.
I see. I can feel the difference within our work culture.
Wait. But is there any similarities or is just totally different like that?
Well, despite being separated by miles of both land and sea, Indonesia and Canada have similarities nevertheless, especially in working culture. For starters, Indonesia and Canada have what we call hidden job markets. Visibility plays a role in lending yourself a position in the company, even with zero experiences. And according to the publication of Ryerson Career Development and Employment Center at Ryerson University, about 80% of all positions are filled without being officially advertised by the employers. These positions are filled through the to be employees' personal connections. Also, being two very diversely populated places, employees are expected to respect each other's customs and cultures. This means no making sensitive jokes or you will get fired. Just don't be stupid.
So since Chelsea already added so much similarities between
Mm-hmm.
Indonesia and Canada, I will add only a little bit. So first of all, you need to be on time when you go to work. Like on time doesn't mean you have to be precisely on time, but like you have to be early in the office for like 5 to 10 minutes. And then second of all, Indonesia and Canada really values networking. And third of all, you need to have a balance between soft skill and hard skill, so you can be seen as a important asset in the company. That's all from me.
Ah, Canada is such a very interesting place. Hope you guys can work there. So me and Diva can visit both of you later.
Mm-hmm. Sure, it will be more surprising if they can work in the same place, right?
I mean, that would be nice, but we can only cross our fingers, no? Well, now tell me, Alifia, what is it about the Great Britain that interests you?
So in British, there are some difference between Indonesian and British companies. In Indonesia, times is not a big problem as long as not too late and the meeting runs well. But in British, you must always arrive on time while having a meeting. And in Indonesia, no restriction on wearing clothes if it is in accordance with business ethics. Then that is sufficient. But in British, men should wear a dark business suit and women should wear a nice business suit or dress. And the third, in Indonesia, the facilities provided usually depend on the position, but in British reserves and comfort facilities for permanent workers only. And last, in Indonesia, sometimes a decision is made unilaterally, not collectively and democratically. While British is a monarchy, but at work, they mostly apply a democratic system. That is proven by giving an overall opinion. That's for me.
I see. So there is a difference. And then what about the similarities? Like there is certainly a similarity in like English and like I mean England, like Indonesia.
Yeah, I also hear a bit about their respect to others.
Yeah, so in Indonesia and British, I like perform handshakes when meeting other people. In every business meeting, British and Indonesian people generally exchange business card and even bring gift for their business partners. Always respect senior or people whose position are above us and following the working hours that have been determined.
Oh, and here I thought the reason they don't hand business cards is because they see no importance in them. How about you, Diva? Why is Australia your dream country?
Yeah, you said like you've been thinking about Australia as your dream country for a while now, and I've been like thinking what makes you really intrigued by Australia and like pick Australia as your dream country other than like there are obviously so many countries in this world. So what did
Mm-hmm,
where
mm-hmm.
why did you pick Australia?
Okay, so basically, I want to go to a country that is still close to Indonesia, but a little different from Malaysia and Singapore. A country where I can feel some cool climates and also enjoy a unique and beautiful nature like Indonesia. So I also want to experience different cultures, people, and things that I have never felt. So yeah, I choose Australia for it.
I think you already know about the working culture too. Diva, please tell us about it.
Yeah, you're right. So, okay, there's some similarity between Indonesia and Australia working culture. So before we holding a meeting, we must make an appointment a few days in advance, and we can improve our social relationship after work. The type of our work is, yeah, similar. It's the same way. It's collaborative, and we can build our personal relationship before uh, uh, building a personal relationship before doing business. It's not a thing to do.
How about the difference? Is anything strange or surprising?
Well, in Australia, they don't like bargaining process. So if you try to bargain, it might discourage them from cooperating. And Australian people are known to be less formal, so we can just call them by their nicknames, and they prefer to use their first name. And in Australian companies, some light conversation usually take place a few minutes before starting a meeting to break the silence. It's totally different from Indonesia because the meetings are very formal and there are no chit chat. And in Australian business culture, having romantic relationship with work partner is not seen as a big deal. But in several companies in Indonesia, they prohibit their company employees from having a relationship with their partners. And the last one, it's very sensitive, yeah. Nepotism. So in Australia, it's not very common in Australian business culture. So in the company's business, if there is a family that is employed, it must be based on merit and qualified competence. But in Indonesia, the culture of nepotism has become an open secret in the work culture of various sectors in Indonesia, as you know. Yeah, so there's the difference.
I see. So like as after I heard about like you guys dream countries, uh, I feel excited and happy for what's going in store for the future, and I hope like you guys can achieve your dream country sometime someday in the future. Hey,
Yes, exactly. I am so proud of us. We are four highly intellectual people gathered together to discuss about our dream countries, and all of us have high expectations for our future, and I think that's very nice. That's neat.
I hope we can all make it happen soon.
Yeah, of course. Let's make it true. Anyway, thank you so much for sharing today, guys. You are all amazing and such a talented person. Cool.
Thank you for all information and our conversation. It's very pleasure.
Stay healthy, everyone. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you guys for the discussion and for today. Have a great day and remember, if you guys are going outside, follow the health protocol. Bye bye.
Bye.